My name is Christian Foster. I'd like to welcome you today to our webinar focused on what we're calling OpenStack Everywhere. I'm joined by Ryan Yard, who is the Director of OpenStack Solution Engineering at Rackspace. Essentially what Ryan and his team does is they design, deploy OpenStack private clouds for some of the largest companies in the world. And I lead marketing for our OpenStack public and private cloud business. So again, we're excited to join you guys today. Hope you're having a good one out there. A couple of housekeeping items before we get started. First of all, if you have any questions, we'd love to entertain those. And if you do have questions, please use the chat function or functionality within the webinar panel. You can ask a question and we'll be compiling those throughout the course of today's webcast. And then we'll get to Q&A towards the end of the presentation. Secondly, this webinar is being recorded. So after the presentation, an on-demand viewing link will be sent to each one of you. If you'd like to watch again, by all means, please do. But in all seriousness, would love for you guys to send to your friends or colleagues that you feel might be interested in this material. So with that, just a quick bit of background. As with each one of these presentations, we don't really have a sense for whether someone's brand new to OpenStack or you're deep into the community. So I'd like to give just a little tidbit on OpenStack itself. I think most of you probably know that OpenStack is the leading open source cloud platform in the world with a thriving community and a ton of momentum. OpenStack was released, essentially birthed if you will, in July of 2010. So in less than 6 years we've come quite a long ways. And by that we've had 12 new code releases which happen once every 6 months. And in addition to the many successful releases that the OpenStack community has had, the community itself is thriving with over 38,000 community members across 178 countries and with over 583 supporting companies. So pretty impressive stats. We meet with analysts quite often, and an analyst from 451 Research recently predicted that the OpenStack market itself will be greater than a $3 billion market in just 2 years' time, so by 2018. And another analyst from Forrester Research is calling OpenStack the dominant platform for private cloud, which is great to hear for all those that are part of the OpenStack community. And you more than likely know this, but the attractiveness to OpenStack is one, the open source aspect and the ability for companies to prevent vendor lock-in, but also the flexible, modular, and the cost-effective, due to being open source, nature of the platform that keeps a lot of enterprises very interested in this promising technology, coupled with the ability to truly innovate and fuel their business through a much more agile environment using the OpenStack technology. So as far as OpenStack has come, a lot of people ask Ryan, myself, and some of our colleagues, why isn't everyone using OpenStack? And there's a couple reasons for that. A recent survey that CIO.com published, was commissioned by SUSE, pointed out that according to 81% of senior IT professionals at enterprise organizations, that 81% of them are planning to or have already moved to an OpenStack private cloud. They also pointed out in this survey, however, that half of the enterprises who have tried to deploy an OpenStack private cloud to date have failed, and 65% of those enterprises just cited the difficulties they found in the overall implementation experience. And what Ryan and I tell our customers on an ongoing basis is the reason these customers are failing is A, they're trying to do it themselves, and B, and much more importantly, OpenStack is complex. The limitless potential that OpenStack has is also could be considered its greatest weakness if you're trying to do it by yourself, because there are limitless different configuration possibilities and abilities to tune various knobs and flags to where it becomes truly overwhelming. So that failure rate, again, due to people trying to take this on themselves, this being an extremely complex technology that has limitless potential, but again, is incredibly complex. So wanted to talk with you guys quickly about just how Rackspace delivers OpenStack, and not to turn this into a complete commercial. That is certainly not the intent, and what we're going to be talking about is the fifth icon or pillar you see there on the slide, which is what we're calling OpenStack Everywhere. But I at least wanted to set some context behind what Rackspace is doing within OpenStack in the marketplace. So as I mentioned, complexity is the #1 barrier to OpenStack adoption in the enterprise, and half of those enterprises that have tried to implement OpenStack or deploy it have failed. And that's due to complexity and due to the lack of operational experience that people have with OpenStack in the marketplace. So when you look at Rackspace and what we're doing, we deliver OpenStack in a way that allows customers to actually be successful in using OpenStack and to innovate on OpenStack. And we deliver it via a superior model, which is as a managed service. The way we deliver it is we do everything for you, a fully managed private cloud environment that we manage, we monitor, we maintain, patch, etc. So our customers can focus on the applications that create revenue for them and that they build on top of this OpenStack platform that we provide. We provide this OpenStack platform with an industry-leading 4 nines OpenStack API uptime, and that uptime literally is a service level agreement between us and our customers, and that if we don't meet that 4 nines uptime in a given month, there are credits that we're paying back to those that use our service. Also, if you guys are familiar with Rackspace and Rackspace's history, we are a co-founder of OpenStack alongside NASA, and we're very proud of that heritage. And since co-founding OpenStack, we've built out the largest OpenStack cloud in the world, and we've been operating that cloud for several years. We've also deployed OpenStack private clouds and scaled them into thousands of nodes for some of the largest companies in the world. And so I think it's fair to say that we have more operational experience with OpenStack than any provider in the industry, and that's something that many of our customers have come to us for and come to rely on us on. We also have an unmatched portfolio. So at Rackspace, we have a private cloud platform powered by both our own configuration of upstream OpenStack, as well as in February of this year, we just announced another flavor of our private cloud offering, which is powered by Red Hat's OpenStack platform. We have a public cloud that I mentioned earlier, which is the largest OpenStack public cloud in the world, which has a very expansive portfolio of services and service level options. And then finally, we have what we call OpenStack Everywhere. And I'm going to turn that over to Ryan to elaborate on. And this is something that we as a company just announced on April 7th of this year. And it's a whole new mindset around cloud delivery capabilities that I know many in the marketplace are excited about and that we're excited about telling you today. So with that, I'm now going to turn it over to Ryan Yard, who again I refer to him internally as Obi-Wan for those of you who are fans of the Star Wars series, because he is our Jedi, if you will, or leader of all Jedi, to truly bring these clouds to life for our customers and set these clouds up in a way that we're able to back them with an industry-leading service level uptime agreement. Ryan?
Great. Thank you very much, Christian, and thank you everybody for your time today. So thematically, we've been hearing from our customers a couple things here. One is that they are interested in having Rackspace deliver a managed services experience in their data center or in the location of their choice. And that's what we're striving to do here with OpenStack Everywhere. We'll get into the details of the managed service offering and how that all functions. The way that they want to, that our customers are telling us that they'd like to consume this sort of offering is through an OpEx model. So I hear thematically across all these companies, as Christian mentioned, everywhere from Fortune 1 down into mid-market, a theme that our customers want to get out of the hardware business, they want to get out of the data center business, and they want to consume an offering, a services offering on an OpEx model. So instead of them buying that hardware outright, they'd like to have a company come in and be able to give them a different way of consuming so that they can focus those capital resources on value driving different components of their business. all of them are going through some sort of, for lack of a better term, digital transformation. They have initiatives that are part of that digital transformation. Putting it on this OpEx model is one of the goals that we're hearing of these digital transformation initiatives. Additionally, being able to have the performance characteristics that they require, or being able to deliver that service in proximity to their customers to their end customer is tantamount to what it is that they're trying to achieve. So, and their end customers for the businesses that we speak to, that could be internal users, that could be external to their business. We have a lot of customers who are want to become, as part of this digital transformation, a service broker back into their business. So having various lines of business having access into an infrastructure as a service offering, and being able to deliver that infrastructure as a service offering in the location of their choice. Now, being able to deliver it in their location of their choice helps them simplify their compliance needs and their data sovereignty needs, and ultimately that helps them meet their security goals. So if you're familiar with safe harbor regulations, this would be a scenario where we would be able to address that by being able to keep the infrastructure as a service, being able to keep the data, and having the users that are accessing that data all within the same region, and being able to give them a on-demand self-service model for consuming the infrastructure service, and it's all wrapped in the customer's security stance and meeting their compliance needs. So that's thematically, that's what we're hearing across the board. And so this is how we've kind of come to address this over time. So the different ways that we look at OpenStack Everywhere is not just about location, but also about where the customer is on this digital transformation. It's a journey. And on that journey, they're going to learn things. And as our customers, as these businesses learn things, they're going to mature. And so we feel like we want to be able to help them mature, and we want to be able to give them options at each step that they're taking through this journey. So the sort of traditional model that we delivered prior to April 7th when we released OpenStack Everywhere, and we continue to deliver, is if there is a customer who has sunk costs in their data center, they have sunk costs in hardware, we will come in, we will help that customer build a OpenStack cloud in that data center on their hardware. We've been doing that for quite some time, and we will continue to do that. I feel like that's the first step on the journey of consuming OpenStack and putting it in their data center on their hardware is their first step in looking at the superior model that we've built out. This as-a-service model that Kirsten described, that's the first step. The next step that we see customers taking as they're getting adoption within their company and throughout their user base, they're likely, and this happens with many of our customers, will want to do some sort of hardware refresh. And as I said previously, many of those customers are sort of daunted by this task, not that they're not capable of doing it, but that they're saying one of our business objectives is to actually get out of the hardware business. We really don't want to deal with hardware anymore. And there's not, the value to our business of having folks go and, do break fix activities on servers and managing, all the switching and the networking. All those things are not necessarily core to our business. We'd really like to figure out how we can focus on revenue-generating initiatives or other initiatives that are more core to the business. And that's where Rackspace can come in and help. So what we're doing is we can take our Rackspace hardware that is purpose-built for OpenStack and deliver it into a customer's data center, and we will manage that hardware for the customer to deliver this OpenStack service. The next step on this path is that as our customers are maturing and adopting this private cloud, and as it continues to grow throughout their business, we're hearing the desire to have multiple regions or multiple locations that provide this infrastructure as a service offering. And not all customers have data centers in the regions that they want to be. Or, again, the thematic component here is they want to get out of the data center business. And I don't know if, sort of rhetorically, if you happen to be in the data center business, you may understand why that is. Having 10, 20-year leases on a building that maybe needs updating in terms of power infrastructure and all these other things, all those things may be required for you to actually mature your business to be able to consume the cloud. And so I kind of draw that sort of dependency out. The reason we're hearing that they want to get out of the data center business is so that they can consume newer forms of infrastructure. And so what we've done is we've partnered with Equinix, and we have an offering where we can provide a Rackspace managed and Rackspace supported co-location site based on an Equinix data center, and then we bring in our Rackspace managed hardware offering, and then we deliver our OpenStack as a service Rackspace private cloud on top of that whole solution. So this is a new component, a new offering that we're bringing to market with this OpenStack Everywhere. And then additionally, as we've always done, any customer can take advantage of one of our 9 world-class production data centers that we have throughout the world and deliver a hosted private cloud through those data centers. So as you can see, we've kind of put in additional steps that we can meet our customer where they are on their journey as they're maturing, meet them on their terms based on what it is that they're trying to do from a digital transformation, what their business objectives are. We're going to be able to provide them with options, provide them with choice, and meet them on their terms. So as you would expect with any cloud, there's 3 key pillars: compute, storage, and networking. And so that's what we've got. We've got 3 flavors of form factors for the cloud. So we have compute cabinets. They come through 2 different sources, either HP using a DL380 rack-mounted server, or using Quanta's OpenCompute solution. Our compute platform of choice is the FO60, if you guys are familiar with Quanta's OpenCompute offerings. So, and then a very similar solution for storage. It's rack-mount servers. With the storage offering, we have 3 different versions or 3 options of storage that we can deliver on this in the storage cabinet. We can have object storage via the OpenStack Swift project. We can have block storage via the OpenStack Cinder project, or you can have a converged storage offering via Ceph, which is a open source storage offering that combines both object and block storage, and then provides some unique advantages of new technology that's out in the market. Now, the real power behind our solution is what we've done with our networking stack, and I think this is what differentiates us as well from the other folks that are delivering a OpenStack service. So for us, the networking solution that we've developed allows us to take all of the services that we have within a Rackspace production data center and deliver them anywhere in the world. So some of those services come in the form of our network engineering, our network security, all of our operations capabilities, both network operations and security operations. And then additionally, we have backbone teams that can come and deliver in the connectivity solution for the cloud, so that the customer gets the right connections as they see fit. What's really powerful as well, in the case where a customer decides to go into an Equinix facility, they can take advantage of one of Equinix's capabilities called Cloud Exchange. And what's really nice about Cloud Exchange, if you're not familiar with it, is that it lets you connect various services together via a common networking implementation. So if you say had hypothetically, or for instance, a Rackspace private cloud in an Equinix facility that had the Cloud Exchange capabilities, you could then connect your Rackspace private cloud to a Rackspace public cloud, or to Amazon, or Azure, or Google, and then have that hybrid capability between your private cloud and your public cloud. And so you can kind of think of that as a hybrid as a service type of offer. So pretty powerful solution there. We really spent a lot of time making sure that we're delivering this experience, that it all comes with the fanatical support offerings that our customers have grown to love with Rackspace. So the whole solution comes with all the fanatical support, SLAs, and other features of the Rackspace Managed Services portfolio. So now we've got a couple customers that are already using our service today, and I picked two of them that that have a really nice story that I wanted to sort of show some compare and contrast between the two. In this particular case, OSG is a partner of ours, and they've partnered with us with a large financial services institution to build out a statistical analysis platform. And so what's nice here is that they've taken kind of all the various steps along the way with us and this financial services institution to be able to provide a capability to their end customers. The first time that we worked with them, we delivered a mobile platform. Then we came in and we helped them build out an internal cloud for a different workload that they had. And now we've partnered with them delivering in their data center on Rackspace managed hardware to provide a high-performance compute cloud for them to deliver statistical analysis for their data scientists. Pretty powerful solution here. As you can see, the kind of the benefits for them, obviously the performance. Additionally, this allowed them to innovate faster by having their data scientists be able to take advantage of a private cloud with the on-demand self-service capability. That was really powerful. And then again, being able to leverage Rackspace's OpenStack expertise is obviously a key component to why they chose us. It allows them to focus on that innovation rather than having to sort of get down in the weeds and figure out how to run the infrastructure. they can focus their resources, their data scientists, on let's go ahead and figure out the value in the statistical analysis operations that we're doing. In contrast, so that was kind of a financial services customer, financial services type use case. We've worked with a company called Encompass to help them build a transcoding and streaming platform for their media and entertainment business. So this is a really awesome capability. Again, you can see there's a theme around performance. That's one of the main reasons that they chose private cloud, that performance is critical to them. Having a certain quality of service to be able to deliver the streaming content at the quality level that they want to be able to do required them to have the infrastructure local to their data. And so, again, on Rackspace managed hardware in the customer's data center, we're working with Encompass to build out this capability. So, and rather than innovation, their kind of three key use case here is really about speed to market. They're building a new capability for their business, a new line of revenue for their business, and this allows them, this capability allows them to bring that to market faster. Again, because they can focus their resources where they want to be, gives them the performance that they want, and then Rackspace's expertise allows them to build this revenue stream. So a good story there, and you can see our solution is not a vertical specific solution. We're really looking at being able to deliver across multiple verticals. Our common ones are financial services, media and entertainment, healthcare. These are all the kinds of customers, and retail is a common one as well. Just examples of folks that are looking at a private cloud or looking at an offering like this to be able to help them meet their business needs. So, and with that, I will hand it back to Christian Foster. Okay, so Christian, I can do your bit for you. We've got the OpenStack Summit is right around the corner, and it's starting on Monday, April 25th. And at that event, we're going to have a Rackspace Cantina. It's just across the street on 2nd and Trinity in Austin, Texas. So the summit has come full circle after there's 6 years of OpenStack. It's come back home to Austin, Texas, and we're here to welcome them, to welcome the community back. So if you're in Austin, Texas for the OpenStack Summit, come join us. We'll have this cantina, and you'll come see the dawn of OpenStack with our sort of superior model backed with API uptime guarantee. I would like to go ahead and move into Q&A if we have any. Let's go ahead and switch gears and take a couple questions. Okay, we've got one question here about does Rackspace have plans to extend this capability to other technologies? Absolutely, for sure. We're looking at this is sort of the first product to market for Rackspace that can deliver into a customer's facility or a third-party site. And we've learned quite a lot from doing that. We're looking at other components of the Rackspace portfolio, Microsoft Private Cloud would make a lot of sense. We have other services, particularly a data services capability that comes as managed Hadoop offerings, managed Mongo database offerings. We're looking at exploring that. So over the next coming quarters, you'll see us make moves to bring those new capabilities to market. So I've got another question here about how does this differ from other sort of cloud-in-the-box offerings. So we kind of think of this not really as a cloud-in-the-box, but more like a Rackspace in the box. And really the main difference is that networking capability that we're bringing to bear. This networking solution that we've built allows us to extend all of our services. This is, I had mentioned before, around network engineering and network operations and security operations as well, and being able to bring that into a customer's data center of choice is key, and that is the main difference between our offering and a quote cloud-in-the-box offering.
Wonderful. Ryan, thank you for continuing on. We had technical difficulties with the phone. It would not come off mute.
Okay, well, there you go. Well, yeah. Hopefully I played my part as Christian Foster well.
Yeah, you did a wonderful job. Yeah, so thank you very much. Thanks for getting through those questions. If anyone else has another question, I think Ryan got through both of the ones that you guys have asked. If there's anything else, please let us know. Ryan mentioned the Cantina experience again for anyone who's attending the OpenStack Summit in Austin next week. The summit runs from April the 25th through the 29th, and on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of that week, that is the 25th through the 27th, Rackspace will have the Rackspace Cantina right across the street from the Austin Convention Center, where we'll have tech talks, free drinks, Wi-Fi, food, prizes, some really cool stuff going on, book signings by rackers who have written books on OpenStack. So really cool opportunity. I would encourage you all to visit www.rackspacecantina.com. And on that website, we have all of our Cantina events and schedule, as well as all the things that Rackspace will be doing at the OpenStack Summit next week. Finally, three more things. One, on the Rackspace blog, Ryan Yard and our CTO at Rackspace, John Ingates, recorded a video where they share more about our OpenStack Everywhere delivery capabilities. So you can visit our blog, check out that video, and then just a couple days ago, Ryan posted a deeper dive technical post about this delivery capability and this integrated rack that we can provide to any data center that a customer wants around the globe. Again, we will send out an email following this presentation with an on-demand link. And finally, thank you very much for your time today and for spending the last 45 or so minutes with us, and certainly thank you for your patience as we work through those technical difficulties at the beginning and turns out towards the end of our presentation. Any more questions? Okay, great. Well, thank you again. Appreciate you guys attending. Again, please check out the Rackspace blog where you can find more information out about this OpenStack Everywhere concept. It truly is taking our traditional hosting model and placing it in any data center the customer wants around the globe. So really awesome concept, and it's now reality. And again, if you are attending the summit next week, please stop by the Rackspace Cantina. And with that, we'll wish you a great rest of your day. Thanks again.